Status update, Bagley. What just happened?
Unfortunately, that piece of your heart isn't the only thing that died. Anyway, you're up.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Right, close this fucker down.
The drones are still on me, Bagley.
Don't let the drones destroy the server before I'm done. Get out of the lorry and take care of them. Shoot them, throw rocks at them, destroy them psychologically with cyberbullying. Just keep them busy until the transfer's complete.
Where's backup when you need it?
That's a hit.
Fucking hell!
Alright, I've got it. Now, we can't lug around this server forever. We should probably wipe our prints off it anyway.
Keep talking.
I'll overload the CPUs to cause a power spike and destroy the battery unit. The electromagnetic pulse should destroy both the server and the drones. So, you know, run!
Well, they sure wanted me dead.
Yes, we're all very impressed that I didn't kill you. But don't celebrate too long. New mission coming up. I found a lead that may help us unravel more about Zero Day and the bombings we ate shit for. I've picked up an encrypted signal from the Tone conference site that's been broadcasting on a loop since the night of the bombing. Go investigate. You might even get to try out that fancy new AR tech we stole. I mean, creatively shared.
I thought this place would feel like a graveyard. But it's worse. No one's resting in peace around here.
It's been abandoned for months, so it's a bit hard to see security all over the building that should be undergoing repairs. Seems a bit suspicious, doesn't it?
Enough chatter. What am I looking for?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
Always wanted to come here.
No, not like this.
make things interesting.
Unbelievable.
Let's get to work.
The way that the world works.
What the fuck?
This is it. The signal is coming from this spider-bot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
Torn to pieces. How did you get here?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction.
Locking that spider bot.
Perfect. 2 more data relays to go.
Well then.
Things just got more difficult.
your thing.
One more data relay and I'll have it. That should do it. Now, I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from D36 and... got it. Go back to where you found that spy bot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Got it.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload?
Fuck, think we'd go back to you?
Don't trust the Kelly dog.
So Clan Kelly was involved in the bombings.
No, the Kellys aren't in this alone. I've done enough handoffs in my day to know when I see one.
First a spider, and now Webb. What I want to know is who's doing the spinning. Could their contact be part of Zero Day?
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Bagley, we need to figure out who was controlling the spider bot.
I've now fully decrypted the signal the spider bot is broadcasting, and while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
The police was watching this as it was happening.
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
And how am I supposed to see it? Do you have a quantum tunnel in your bag of tricks?
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but spider bots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Good idea.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload?
Fuck, think we'd go back to you?
Don't trust the Kelly dog.
there we go. Clan Kelly was in on the bombing.
Looks more like a handoff, like the Kellys were providing supplies.
Well, we need to find out who they were meeting. My money says it's someone from Zero Day.
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Bagley, do we know who was running the spider bot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the spider bot is broadcasting. And while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
The police was watching this as it was happening.
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
Oh, cool. Yeah, easy. I'll just quantum leap through a magic tunnel. No problem.
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but spider bots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Yeah, sounds good.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Gotcha.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
That's Zero Day's thing.
There, hurry. We've got all the deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the targets?
Just it. We're all on need to know.
Damn. Zero Day was working with all sorts of groups to pull the bombings off.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. Zero Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction, but if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the spider bot, maybe they could tell us more. Tracing the Spiderbot serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
Why do the cops keep quiet? They practically have the real bombers.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
So Albion's taken over the entire police station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatized goon squad, just take your business across the street.
Never thought I'd say this, but I wish the real cops were here. That was hard.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spiderbot will be further in.
Now, what are the odds that's the same spider bot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of spider bot from the Tone bombing site.
Who was the last user?
Navigate the spider bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
I'm all over it.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. Right, get comfy. This spider-bot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now. Buggery fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
Decided they couldn't be trusted to do their jobs. Suddenly some corporation could clean up our streets better than the same police force we've had for who knows how long. When crime fighting is treated like a business, crime will never go away. That'll be bad for business, right? But don't tell me Albion had our best interests at heart. So
If the police could handle their job, Albion wouldn't be necessary. But they can't. The Tone bombing is a perfect example. A bunch of lazy, overpaid cops are asleep at the wheel. Well, they're not as good anymore, are they?
You're almost there. Make your way through this last vent path.
Oh my god. Ugh. Ugh.
You want me to bring the hammer down?
I'm the hammer, you're the nail. There we go.
Scanning Spiderbot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Yeah, okay.
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
Ah, we have another secret ground station. The adventure continues.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
Suspects reported near your location. Understood,
The GPS history of the Spiderbot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
Not a bad place to go if you want to hide out.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
All right, Bagley. Need a way in.
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside.
Got a pint for whoever finds them.
This is not your day, mate.
Suspect must have made off.
Get a load of this. What is this? Some kind of secret police cave?
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
What were they working on down here? Was it just tone? Or something bigger?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
I knew it. It's all connected. Albion, Clan Kelly, Zero Day, they're all in bed with each other. Nasty terrorist bed.
It seems like Zero Day's web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
Meanwhile, people are getting disappeared left and right. Let's put a stop to it.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Checkpoint. Over.
Received. We are trailing the target.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 Day's DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal tea. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
Well, there's no way he's been deported, given how backed up the whole system is. That would mean he's in limbo at the EPC. You should take a look.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
In pursuit. I repeat, we are in pursuit.
Target has decided to go.
This should go without saying. DedSec cannot continue its operations if all of its members are comatose or in jail. If something happens to you, that will be the end of the resistance. Someone around here wants to speak with you. Pushing the coordinates now.
Please tell me you're from DedSec. If you don't tell me you're from DedSec, I think I might actually be crazy.
I'm with DedSec.
Oh, thank God. Well, I barely got out of that horrible place, and then I got contacted by a Bagley. But it was being really rude, and yeah, it just didn't seem real. But it is real, isn't it?
Easy now. We're here to help.
Well, I don't know, like, everything's fuzzy. Like, I just need a while to get my head right. The rude Bagley said you had a safe house I could use. I'll help you out in the meantime.
Welcome to DedSec.
This should go without saying. DedSec cannot continue its operations if all of its members are comatose or in jail. If something happens to you, that will be the end of the resistance. This is an interesting bit of literature. A journalist has implicated Albion in the disappearance of his source. He claims to have video evidence. We can find this paragon of the Fifth Estate at Food Town if you feel like contributing to another black eye for Albion.
In a shocking example of privacy invasion, the hacker group known as DedSec have leaked sex tapes belonging to local celebrity and MP candidate Vanessa Ahmed. Despite the video's poor quality, she can be seen engaged.
What the fuck?
It appears someone has committed a sex crime against a celebrity in our name. Unless one of you did this without me knowing.
This sex video scandal is targeting our credibility. We better get to Ahmed and let her know before she ruins us on social media.
Every year? Something about on the golf
Always keeps the curtains drawn.
Whatever it is,
Goes in and out.
I have no idea how we're going to do this.
Where's the
Remember
little
last
bloke?
December, we had that one day where there was some snow on the ground and it was totally...
Is it the darts you enjoy, or is that just something to do with your hands while you get shit-faced?
Just take it deep.
You're starting to get dangerously low on operatives. I would recommend bringing your team back to fighting strength or finding new operatives to replace them.